Assalamu alaikum, Elena here, the Muslim travel girl, and today we are talking about second Umrah from Masjid Aisha. Because I realized, although I've done so many Umrah, I have never done a second Umrah on the same trip. I mean, I didn't need to because I used to live in Saudi, but I went on a girls trip with my best friend and our daughters, and we really wanted to do a second Umrah, so decided to just go to Masjid Aisha and do a second Umrah. And I'm gonna take you through the process of how we actually did that, because as women ourselves, we had never done that. So we just DIY the whole thing and figured it out as we went along. But if that's something you want to do, and if you go solo, or even if you don't go solo and you go with your family and you want to watch it, then stick around and inshallah I'll take you through the whole process of what we did. So basically we were staying at the Jumeirah Jabal Omar Hotel, which is a brand new hotel, and I have a full review of that on my website. Inshallah, we're going to Masjid Aisha for a second Umrah with my bestie. We're doing Umrah together, inshallah, alhamdulillah. So, let's go to Masjid Aisha for a second Umrah. Girls trip only. We're gonna go and get a taxi so it can take us to the masjid. And we need to huggle. Went to the end of the street, which is just next to Intercontinental, or where the convention and all that is, and the road comes down. We're like, we're just gonna take a taxi. I know you take a taxi to Masjid Aisha. So we went and we asked this policeman to help us take a taxi to Masjid Aisha. We basically didn't ask him to help us. We asked how much approximately it costs to get to Masjid Aisha, so we don't get scammed for the taxi drivers. It ended up happening the opposite, but we asked just so we are aware of the price. So the guy, Saudis, typical, he's like, stay here, I'll get your taxi. We're like, okay, we'll just wait around here, I guess. So we waited for about 5 minutes and he flags a taxi that came over and he spoke to him in Arabic. My Arabic is limited. My friend is an Arab, but she couldn't hear what they were saying. So he's like, okay, this taxi will take you and pay only 35 riyals. And I'm like, wow. So we're in the taxi and we're going to Masjid Aisha. Our second Umrah.
ربنا يفتح إن شاء الله ما عليك أنت بس تدخل بنية طيبة.
طيب لكن هذا التاكسي لا حساب شوف هنا يجي
هذا
كافي يشيل الفلوس لا.
We asked the policeman how much is the taxi generally to be able to take us there.
لو جاي حدا يجي 70 ريال 80
My first
ريال.
time of doing it. I always do one Umrah, but my friend wanted to do the second one, so we are going together because I'm a good friend like that. So welcome to Masjid Aisha. The taxi dropped us about 20 minutes and we're here. We're just gonna pray Dhuhr and make our intention and then go for Umrah. And I didn't know what to expect of where Masjid Aisha was, but it was literally only 10-15 minutes away. It was at the outskirts of Mecca. And again, I have never been there before, so I didn't know what to expect. It was a mosque in the middle of the city, like just on the outskirts of the city. They had like stalls and food, and a lot of people were doing exactly the same thing that we were doing. Others were praying. We took our times, we made dua, and then we decided to return. So the whole process probably took us approximately 45 minutes to an hour. There was no traffic when we went, so potentially if you go during prayer times in the Haram, it will be busier. But we were there in July. There was very little traffic on the, in the city overall from pilgrims, so it didn't take us that long. But yeah, the process is pretty much straightforward. Then he dropped us at the same spot that he picked us up initially, which was just outside the Intercontinental and the gates. We decided to go have a drink and then go and do our Umrah. We actually went at lunchtime. So we do that before, because I know lunchtime is time, like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, where nobody wants to do tawaf outside because it's so hot. I mean, it's July and it was boiling hot. However, guys, I'm telling you, it was the best time to go because we managed to touch Kaaba. Alhamdulillah, this trip was such a blessing. Going at a time when nobody wants to go is the best. So this is how you do your second Umrah from Masjid Aisha. If you are wondering, if you wanted to see the process, here is the process for you. I hope you like this video. If you do, like, share and subscribe for more videos on Umrah, money saving tips for travel, and so much more, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.